Newfoundland girl came to Toronto and she was working in this mansion. And this day she's vacuuming the floor. She's vacuuming away and she come across this statue. This male statue there, and they got too close with the vacuum cleaner and knocked the private part right off it. So she fumbled around, she got some glue and she put it back on. Miss Levine came home and said, "My dear," she says, "what happened to the statue?" "Oh," she says, "I had a little accident there and broke it." And she said, "Well, why did you put it on that way?" "Well," she said, "Miss Levine, the only ones I've ever seen of them look like that." Then one night she had a date. When she came home, Miss Levine said, "How did your date go, my dear?" "Oh," she said, "I was out with a sailor." "Oh," Miss Levine said, "and how long was his furlough?" "Oh," she said, "not quite as long as Mr. Levine's, but a little bit thicker." Then there was a letter. Girl came away from home and she's working in this place. And she quit the job. There's a few rumors about her quitting a job. So she had to write her mother and explain. She said, "Dear Mother, I quit that first job because it was really bad. The most ridiculous place I ever been since I come to Toronto. They played a game called bridge. There was lots of men and women there. And just as I was fixing to serve refreshments, I heard this man say to the woman, 'Take your hands off my trick.' I almost dropped dead when, bless my soul, I heard another man say, 'You sure got a nice bust.' Then another man say, 'Lay down, let me see what you got.' Now I got my ear to the door. Then I hears this woman say, 'You forced me and I had to take you out when I already been down twice.' Then another woman said, 'You jumped me twice when you didn't have stuff enough for one good raise.' Then another woman said something about covering her honor. By now I knew this was no fit place for a lady. I went for my hat, and just as I was leaving, 'pon my soul, hope to die if this woman didn't say, 'Well, I guess we'll have to stop now, as this is my last rubber.' Then she said, 'Lay down, you dummy, and let me play on it.' No, Mother, I'm too much a lady to work in this house, especially when a man met me in the hallway and asked me if I played bridge." Then there's this Italian guy that came to Newfoundland, pretty well-to-do, wanted to build a mansion, so he got a Newfoundland contractor to build him a mansion. He laid out the plans and told him what he wanted. Now he said, "I want a spiral stairway," he said, "and at the bottom of the stairs I want a statue." Man went away and came back a few months later, and his house was finished, and the Newfoundland contractor took him in. There was the beautiful spiral stairway, and at the bottom was a nice white statue. Italian guy turned around to him. He says, "What's the matter?" He says, "You crazy?" He said, "I want a statue. A statue, you know, ringy, ringy, ring, dingy, dingy, ling. Hello, a statue." And the old boy says, "I'm not feeling myself today." And the old lady said, "That's a wonderful thing. That was a bad habit you had." He went to the doctor another time to get some pills. His sex life was kind of slowing down. The doctor gave him pills. Now he went back to the doctor 3 days later, and he said, "Doc, they're fantastic pills." He says, Doc says, "Yeah." He said, "Why?" He says, "Well, how does your wife feel about them?" He says, "I don't know. I haven't been home for 3 days." Well, there's a fellow, Jerry Vermage. I'll be doggone. "Hey, Jerry, think you could give us a little jig here? Just you and the accordion."
Sure, how you doing, Reg? Hey, it's been a little while there. We'll put a few tunes there. A little tapper or two.